Initially, I simply wanted to make an 1865 Carbine video. I've been trying to farm clips with this gun since the update has dropped, and I have been unable to achieve that. Not because I can't get good games, but because this gun just sucks. Now, I know a lot of you may enjoy the gun, so I want to say first, this gun isn't the worst thing in the world, and it certainly isn't the lowest tier. But I want to go over my main struggles with this weapon and why I've decided it probably won't be a common pick you see on this channel moving forward. Before I do that, I'd like to cover what I do like about the gun. This is a short list. First of all, the damage. This thing hits like a truck. You can tell because whenever you get a tag, people unpeak a little longer than usual to heal off that extra damage you're doing. And yeah, that's it for the pros. Cons. The cycle time is atrocious. This thing shoots so slow. I understand they were trying to be safe with a high damage weapon, hence the gun's poor stats, but my god, a follow-up shot with this thing is damn near impossible because they just run to cover before I can get off a second shot. It's literally a gun where switching to your secondary is quicker, but also staying on your secondary is quicker. When I use this weapon, it feels so atrocious to try and fire multiple shots with it. The intuitive play most of the time is to just keep out my pistol and keep shooting. When I first ran this weapon, I was bringing the Spitfire as my secondary because it's a fast-firing pistol and I was thinking along the lines of the way I play Sparks. I get a tag with my Sparks and then I have a fast-firing weapon to spam a follow-up shot with. I chose the Spitfire because I could ammo stack FMJ for my Carbine, but ended up just being ammo for my Spitfire. So, in hopes of trying to get a good game for a video, I switched my secondary. I started running Quartermaster with a shotgun. I thought if I brought a short-range weapon, I would force myself to use my Carbine since it's my only ranged weapon. Instead, I found myself playing as if I brought a shotgun build. If you didn't know, typically the way an aggressive shotgun is played is you tag someone with your secondary and then push while they heal to try and get in range for a shotgun one tap. So I basically found myself doing this playstyle but with a short shotgun instead of a big one, which is basically playing at a disadvantage. So I switched my secondary again, and I started playing Carbine with slow-firing pistols like the normal Schofield and the Pax. I found myself just wanting fanning because I feel the need to have something that fires fast because I was just dying to an underperforming, non-versatile build. And it's honestly tragic because the main thing holding it back is the muzzle velocity. It's 360 with the normal bullet and 272 with FMJ. Running high velocity on my pistol makes it a more viable ranged option than the rifle I'm bringing in. The silver lining usually with slow firing weapons is that they work good at range, but because of the low muzzle velocity, it underperforms at all ranges. I can't capitalize on the damage at medium and long range because it's too hard to hit shots, and at close range, its cycle time is way too slow to be considered an option. It always feels more like an accessory to my secondary than it does a primary weapon, not to mention the atrociously long reload time. There is literally no upside to this gun other than the damage. I have to pull out this entire snake thing to load my gun, and since I miss a lot of range shots, I find myself needing to reload often since I do a lot of spamming with it. The only thing this gun is really good at is getting a read down after someone gets revived since they're down a bar. But other guns can do that as well as perform better in other situations. I see no reason in not just playing the Martini Henry, the Ironside variant, or the Sparks if you want this kind of high damage. The Ironside has a faster rate of fire and better muzzle velocity, and on top of that, they gave it high velocity this patch, so simply a better alternative. The mailbox is worth obscuring your vision if it means not running the Carbine, while still trying to make a build around the Carbine's insane damage. Cycling to the next bullet feels worse than the Alamo. All in all, I give it a 4 out of 10. I think it's a C tier weapon. It truly is a jack of no trades, only underperforming in every aspect except damage, where there's better alternatives.